Hi, I'm Steve Rowe, CEO at Oaknoll. I'm recording this video the afternoon of Wednesday, February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day +1. This will be uploaded and available to you on Thursday, February 15th. I'm going to start with our COVID update. We have good news for our health center and assisted living with no cases in either place. And we also have no staff members currently out with COVID. Because of that, we are choosing as of today to take masks off of our staff members who work in the health center and assisted living, and that is a very welcome change. They've been working with masks on for probably the last 3 months or so. And if we have a positive case at some point in the near future, we'll put masks on again. But at least right now, while we don't have any cases, we are going to let our staff work without masks for a while. I wish the news was as positive within independent living. It's not terrible, but we do have 3 cases of independent living residents right now who are isolating because of COVID. And we also have 2 influenza A cases within our independent living resident population. So overall, not terrible. My hope is that when Kim records next week, everybody will have gotten through their isolation period. And if we don't have any new cases, that would be obviously our goal, as no COVID any place within the Oaknoll community. So we're close, just 3 away, and hopefully next week we'll be back down to 0. We've talked in the last couple of updates about the property at 1201 West Benton, and I shared with you last time I recorded that Kim had submitted the letter into the state of Iowa requesting a waiver of the moratorium on nursing home beds. We know that they have received the letter. We've gotten an acknowledgement, but we have not yet received a response to our request. So we don't know if it's a yes or a no. We don't really have a timeline for when they may respond to our request for the waiver, but Kim and I are going to start working on the certificate of need application, assuming that we will receive a positive response to our request. I don't believe that this is throwaway work no matter what. Even if they decline the waiver request at this point, at some point the state is going to allow additional nursing home beds, and we will be prepared for that whenever it happens. My hope is that it happens soon and they allow us to move forward with building the 12-bed small house nursing model at that property across Benton Street. That's the best use for that property from our perspective, and we've got city approval, and we just need to get that last piece of state approval so that we can start planning the construction of that new building. So hopefully over the next couple of months we will know more, and we'll keep you updated as we have additional information. Yesterday we completed, I just saw an ambulance zoom by my window on Benton Street, not stopping at Oaknoll though, so which is always a good welcome relief. Yesterday we completed the purchase of 15 additional acres contiguous to our Oaknoll West land. So back in 2012 we purchased a parcel that is about 30 acres near Menards. It's in the county. We knew that at that time, and we also did it with the belief that at some point in the next several years that the city would kind of grow up around that property. That has not happened yet. There are prospects for it to start to happen now in the next few years, and we have hired, or actually over the past year or so, we had our architectural firm help us with the design of what we would put on that property. And it would be a complete second campus with about 150 units of independent living, either in single-family homes, duplexes, or very small apartment buildings, not a massive apartment building like we have here at the main campus. So independent living with about 150 spaces, and then 32 assisted living apartments and a 32-bed nursing care center. So altogether, we'd be able to serve, I don't know, a little over 200 additional households when that property was developed. And in order to fit everything on, it really would the architects had indicated that it'd be helpful to have some additional land. So we were fortunate enough, we've been working with the Steve Carson family. And Steve is a son of somebody who used to live here at Oaknoll, so there was already a relationship there. But we were able to acquire 15 additional acres right next to our property, and it really just kind of extends our property boundaries both to the north and to the west. So now we own 45 acres out at Oaknoll West. And at some point in the next decade, I do believe that something will happen there. I can't tell you when. It will really depend on what happens around us. We know that we cannot be the first developer of that area. There's too much road improvement and other infrastructure improvement costs to be the first developer. But we just want to be ready when other developers are starting to think about this and hopefully find a good partnership that we can work with somebody to start to make things happen out there. So that's what I know about Oaknoll West. And if you hear that we bought some additional land, yes, it is correct. We did. We now own 45 acres at Oaknoll West. The last thing I want to share with you is an exciting thing that happened with me last week. I was on vacation with April for our birthdays, as we mentioned in the previous video. I worked for a week, and then I went on a kind of mini vacation. It's like by myself this time. There's an annual golf trip that I've been doing for the last many years with just some friends, and I was gone playing golf in Orlando Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I have played golf for 42 years and have never had a hole-in-one, but last Tuesday I did make a hole-in-one. It was a really good shot. We had the chance to see it actually roll from the edge of the green onto the green towards the cup and actually disappear down into the hole. And when that happened, the four of us who were on the tee box were jumping around like fools. It was so much fun and just a great memory that I'll have forever of my first hole-in-one. And I'm going to share this video with you of me retrieving the ball out of the cup. I hope you're all doing well, and we'll see you again in a couple of weeks. Take care.
This is what retrieving a hole-in-one looks like.
It's in there, baby! Alright, Steve Rowe, get a hole-in-one. Hold on.
Do it.
Get down there, look it up. Hold on, I'm coming down to see if that ball's in there. Oh, look up here, look at me.
Attaboy!
Woo!